Hello, welcome back to our channel Quick Learning. So kindly subscribe to my channel before starting. So in my previous video you have seen what is a flood and its types. Now I can tell you about the flood risk solutions and how can you find a solution and how can you protect yourself and your community, your society and your loved ones. So overview is that although flood risk can never be eliminated, but there are solutions to reduce risk. Why they can never be eliminated? Because obviously it's a natural disaster and we can't fight against the Almighty Allah. So obviously we can't eliminate, but there are solutions to reduce it. So adaptation at the local, state, and the federal levels is often more effective and cost efficient than individual efforts. But each plays an important role in reducing physical and financial flood risk. So on the right hand side, you have seen the initial flood risk. This is the level. If you can't take any measures, then this is the level of a risk. But if you take the risk reducers, these are number one in by individual you can take the insurance and the flood proofing. And on by community, you can do the risk communication, evacuation plans, building codes, natural storage, leaves and flood walls and zoning. So these are the risk reducers that you can take as an individual plus as in a community. So if you take the reducers, then the remaining risk will lower down to only such small level. Obviously, it can't eliminate, but you can reduce it to it is a very small level as compared to the initial flood risk, as you can see in the picture. The proportion of the risk becomes very less if you taken the measures. So the number one is protecting your home. Obviously, if there is a flood or any emergency, first step you have to take is to protect yourself, your home. So the solutions to protect your home in terms of cost, effort, time to implement, and effectiveness. So individuals can also ask local officials to find solutions and support measures that reduce risk and lower flood insurance cost rivers. So, what is a flood insurance? So, basically, flood insurance reduces financial risk and allows you to recover more quickly and completely after a flood. Homeowners, renters, and businesses can reduce the financial impact of the flood damage by purchasing flood insurance from the National Flood Insurance Program, that is NFIP, and private insurances. So, if you have a home in the area that is sensitive to flood, then you should take your flood insurance. There are many people who even don't know what is flood insurance is. We all have our car insurance, our health insurance, our life insurance, but I think only few of you knows about the flood insurance. So now you know, so you should take care. Even you can communicate it to your close ones. So runoff reduction is you have to capture the precipitation on your property by installing rain barrels and increase previous surfaces by building rain gardens and French ditches. So you have to move your home heating and cooling equipment to higher floors to prevent flood water exposure. So this is a technique that can help you to save your home in case of any flood emergency. So it's like that you have to install the rain barrels that they can be easily available in a market, and it helps you to save from the flood. So second step is protecting your community. So obviously after protecting yourself, you have to protect your community, your society. So effective flood risk management is collaborative, future facing, and consider local needs. So resilient communities prioritize and invest in natural resources, insurance solutions, and insurance to withstand and recover from floods. So this is a very good step that you should take as to protect your community. And you have to explore structural improvements like the room for the river. You have to make the space for the water to flow. So for this you have to lowering of the food flood plains. Like you have to lower the flood plains so that the flood can easily pass. Then deeping summer bed. These are the pictures with their title. So deeping summer bed, then water storage, dike regulation, lowering grounds, high water channel, deploying, removing obstacles, and strengthening dikes. So these are all the options that are available for the room for the river so that the water can easily pass. If there is a flood, then at least it can reduce the risk. Then, obviously, flood control infrastructure such as levees, dams, sea walls, and tide gates work as physical barriers to prevent rising or running water from causing flooding. Other measures such as pump stations and channels help reduce flooding. So, obviously, dam you can't ignore the importance of a dam. Their dam is a must. Then, apart from them, there can be sea walls and a tide gates as well. So in new development areas, have you see that the existing development areas, these are the constructing homes on the surface, and then we have more homes, and the voluntary or the compulsory purchase can remove flood zones, houses, farm rehabilitation. Again, all the houses are building in a simple path in a same level. But new development areas is like that. See this home. This is at the higher level. Obviously, then the water or the flood can. It's difficult for water to reach to your home or your building if it's at a higher level, and there is a lot of space for watering as well, so the water can absorb in the ground. Lastly, we have to explore the natural system protections, obviously, because it's a natural thing. You can't only men fight it, but you have to think strategically and critically. So, green infrastructure is a cost effective and sustainable flood management approach that gathers and removes water at its source. Like if you have more greenery, more trees, more plants in your area, then they can absorb water and they can reduce a lot of chances of a flood. So thank you. That's all from my side. Kindly subscribe to my channel, and if you have any question, then do comment me. Thank you.